Hi everyone, day 87, we're back on the beat. Golden Bird, homelessness increased by 13%. Freeburg Tribune, nudist demand private beach in city. And the fact, juvenile vandals forced to clean graffiti. Our status is, City Hall, we've lost a mark, but we're 2 out of 3, which is not bad. Mafia, we're 3 out of 3. Police Station, 2 out of 3. We are on our way back, people. We are almost in the good books. Fantastico. Boom. Trove. Our house burned down last night and my elderly father was inside. We need to somehow make sense of all this and start planning the funeral. Can I take the day off work? Of course you can. Yes. I think I forgot. No! Your fish will be fine. Fish can use starved days anyway. It's good for their digestion. I'm too tired. I can hardly walk straight. Can I go home? Actually, Darius. Yeah, you can. Okay, so we're 2 officers down. And Trove is our snitch, so I don't mind giving, we want to be nice to him. Ozaki is in today. Is that easy? It's just Ozaki, isn't it? Yes. Okay. Good stuff. Let's start. Browse through the catalogue. Well, look at the money it costs to get some music. It's just ridiculous money, isn't it? Who's going to buy a $300 album? Not me. That's for damn sure. Right, let's go to map. Here we are, day 87. We still haven't done this Articus thing. Right, City Hall. According to recent reports, the FPD is hiring police academy graduates with the lowest grades. This is shameful. Not just for you, but also the entire city. In the next 2 days, send at least 4 cops for retraining. If you can't teach them anything, let the professionals step in. Okay. Roscoe Revek was able to brilliantly pass all their exams. They've earned a boost. Brilliant. Who the hell's he? Kojo was brilliantly able to pass exams. Brilliant. He's got a boost as well. Nordlander. We will remember him. That's enough. Good. Right. I think enough respect was paid there. Atticus Tower. Oh. Okay, this is the one we've got the other thing for as well. An office employee came to work earlier than usual and heard gunshots and screaming coming from the roof. I always work on the top floor and I've never heard anything like this before. No, I wouldn't have thought so. SWAT. Kojak. Take Ozaki on his first day and take Hutchison as well. Good stuff. So we got to send somebody for training. Burry, can we send him for training? Hang on, hold that thought. Unlawful assembly. Abortion opponents have blockaded a woman's clinic. They're acting very aggressively, shouting, "Abortion is murder! Abortion is sin!" No one dares to approach. The doctors and the nurses are afraid to leave the building. Fischbacher, take a Bukarika. Okay, take the paddy wagon and take Burry as well. So we got Vela and Roy left. So how do we? I guess we send someone with training like this, do we? Please. Oh yeah, here we go. 1300. Okay, we need to send somebody for. And how soon do we have to do that? Hang on. Affairs. No, hang on. How do I get my jubies back? It's not that. No. Shooting report. Turns out the roof is being used for final skyscraper scene in the new action movie Bloodshirt 5. Johnny's new look. Obviously, we know the stuntman died in that, sadly. Reckless endangerment. A group of pranksters have been tossing purses on the sidewalk tied into a thin thread. They pull the thread attached to the purse and lure curious passers-by into a dumpster in the alley. This is not the first complaint we've gotten from these pranksters. The other day, the victims were so scared that they tossed her into a dustbin and lost consciousness and still hasn't recovered. Bella, take Roy. Off you pop. Nancy French. Here we go. Mr. Boyd, my foreign cooks have really gotten out of hand. They started spitting into the food and putting all sorts of strange things. It's like some kind of joke. I wouldn't matter, except several visitors began to notice they're eating foreign objects, and they started to complain. I tried to talk with the staff and they nod and agree, but they just continue to wreak havoc. Please send a couple of your men here and intimidate with them with some jail time or deportation. Make sure the threats just stay threats. I can't afford to lose without cook. Okay, fine. I have to wait for some officers to come back. Unlawful assembly. The situation is more serious than we thought. We don't have anyone, guys, so you're just going to have to make do. Unlawful assembly. Fishbacher, Bukarika, and Bury. Paddy wagon. Good job, everyone. You didn't need any backup after all, eh? Hey? Ah, we've got some fraud at the old... Oh, it's all kicking off. Reckless endangerment. There's a $100 bill on the floor. On the street, actually. And a few teenagers in the alley are poking out their heads out to come around the corner. Let's quietly enter the alley from the other side. Bella, Roy, Fender caught, officers unharmed. Great stuff. Boom, we got some officers back. We might as well wait for them all to come back and we'll do the... Excellent. Right, let's send a couple of... Let's send Berry and Hutchinson. Go. In the ghetto, a man who wished to remain anonymous told the address of another man who is endangered in the production of sale of fake documents, certificates and other papers that are highly demanded these days. The guy's prices skyrocketed in the quality is just as bad as before. Bukarika, take Roy and take Ozaki. Good, 3 officers still. 3 good officers as well. It's really kicking off at Atticus Tower these days, isn't it? The seller at the gift shop noticed a brightly dressed Mexican woman stuffing a statue of the Freeburg monument into her bag. She then kept on shopping and trying things on, so I followed her. She paid for everything in cash except for the figurine. I asked the security guard to stop her, but some big guy stepped in and the thief escaped. Fishbach, take Vela. Can't sort them out. Kojak's on his own, but he'd be fine. Was it a woman? I've always thought that's Jan Kojak, but it could be Jan Kojak. You know, is that a woman? Actually, now you look at it, they've got quite feminine features. It doesn't matter to me. I just like to address them correctly, you know. Oh, the BBQ. No one responds to the knock on the door, so the police knock it down and enter the apartment. A man wearing glasses pops out of the room and presents his federal agent ID. Salute the man and continue to search the apartment. Inspect the ID, knock the document out of his hand and put the cuffs on him. Bukarika, Roy, Ozaki. Didn't fall for that. Good job, guys. Head back. We've got reckless endangerment needing to be sorted. Sir, we showed some initiative and knocked around the clever immigrants with our nightsticks a little bit. We fudged with the rest of them for half an hour and they got with the program. We won't be monkeying with the food anymore. Miss Fitch told the thankful she served some crab salad with steak. With some sake. Sake. Sorry. It's very difficult to read this with my blurry eyes on the background. Not even our families take care of us like that. Good, and they're drunk. Great. But we did go to Grant. Anyway, I'll tell you what. Well, we're not going to sack him for drink driving because those two are actually. Well, he's our snitch. The girl turned out to be a pop star, Alana Morales, who was visiting the Freeburg while on tour. Big man who stepped in was a bodyguard. She was collecting souvenirs in the local shop. Just forgot to saturation in the bag. I couldn't fit anything in my hands. Apologies, Alana. Okay, fine. Waiting for some officers to come back. I'm not going to send them out because they'll have an accident. Good, we got some back. Right, reckless endangerment. Leroy Everett noticed 2 apparently smoke-filled teenagers sitting on the side of the road, taking turns playing Russian roulette. Kojak, take Bukarika, oh no, don't take any of those. Hostage situation with fatal casualty. A passerby saw some masked gunmen flee a bank carrying some big bags and run into the apartment building. It looked like one of the robbers was wounded. Right, Roy, take Ozaki and take the SWAT team. If we send Burry, he's only going to get himself killed. Maybe that's not such a bad thing, actually. Ooh, did I say that? I did. But he's not a very good officer, if we're honest. Suspicious individual. Naomi Rutherford is gravely concerned that the city is being invaded by communists. I saw right outside my window and the whole family wearing red tracksuits with the letters USSR written on them. I haven't seen anyone holding their hammer and sickle, not yet anyway. But I know in my heart it's just like the past 200 years. We've shed blood and sweat for this democracy of ours, and we won't just give it up with these commies without a fight. Oh, it's probably part of the Russian... Oh, actually, no, they haven't been called the USSR since I was at school, for heaven's sake. So we'll send those two. Let's go and check it out. It's going to be a false alarm. This reeks of false alarmhood, doesn't it? It really does. Reckless endangerment. Bukarika and Kojak, offender core, officers in harm, civilians in harm. Good job. Right, hostage situation with a fatal casualty. The doorman is lying unconscious on the floor. The elevator isn't working and the traces of blood on the steps. Shake the doorman awake and interrogate him. Follow the blood trail. You have nowhere to run. Come out with your hands up. Let's try and interrogate the doorman. Oh, he's good. Somewhere near the top of the stairs, a woman screams and there's a gunshot. So the doorman starts to come around. Let's interrogate the doorman. There's a corpse of a woman. Oh dear. In a robe lying on the staircase. The criminals have holed up in the apartment. Open fire on them. Throw stun grenades inside. No! Offender caught. Officers dead. Civilians unharmed. Money found. Burley, he was drunk. He's going to die. Ozaki on his first day. Oh no! Roy survived. SWAT survived. We'll money. We'll sell money to the Mafia. Yeah, why not? It doesn't make sense, but yeah, why not? Got us two more officers down. What a day. A few girls got into a fight while they were waiting in line for tickets for the Larry Pistol concert. Okay, we don't have any officers at the moment, Christopher. Hutchinson isn't going out. He's our snitch, and I'm not risking him having an accident. The woman seems to have startled by the Brin family immigrants from the Soviet Union who arrived in town just a day, and we haven't had time to buy new clothes. Okay, so they got some retro tracksuits on. That's fine. Right, Christopher G. Sands. Let's send Kojak and Roy. Doesn't look like we're going to get round to the suburb Atticus Corp today, anyway. With 2 officers down. Ah, I can't believe we lost 2 officers. Damn it! Situation is more serious than we thought. Right, it's the end of day, so we can pile everyone in. Hutchinson, you stay there. Oh, tension. Tension builds as we wait for the report. Time stands still, literally. Fight report. Everyone, Fender Corps, officers unharmed, civilians unharmed. Good job, everyone. Good job. Good. End of shift. Oh my goodness, we've lost 2 officers. We're going to declare them dead. We need to get replacements in straight away. Ozaki, I think, was going to be a fine officer. Burry, he's been useless for days now. The question is, who will now feed his fish now that he's gone? To find out these answers and more, join us next time in the fight for freedom in the police department in Freeburg. Join me next time for more This Is the Police. I'll see you then.